How exciting a challenge is this for you?
Yeah, it's massive for me personally. Obviously, I think everyone's noticed that obviously I haven't been playing that much at Wigan at the minute, but it's been a frustrating year for me. It's obviously I came into Wigan, I got my injury, and that's been hampering me a little bit. But as soon as I got the opportunity to hear from Paul and his thoughts on things, it's an opportunity that you couldn't turn down to come back to the Premier League, especially with a club as big as Villa and the nostalgia and everything that comes with that. It's a fantastic opportunity, and to work with the gaffer and Ian and his staff is fantastic.
To what extent are you relishing the prospect of working under Paul Lambert again?
Yeah, it's different, and I've said this before about me. He gets the best out of people, and I think there's no doubt for what he done for me and a few others at Norwich. The way he shaped our career was massive. But I'm just looking forward to getting in. I know everything that they do. I know what he expects. I know what he expects from the training grounds of the pitch, and I'm really looking forward to working with him.
And you're used to having success with him, with the successive promotions and a good finish in the first season of the Premier League. So that has to be a good thing. Yeah,
well, as I said, I know what he expects, and I know what he expects from me. I've spoken to him this morning at length, and he knows what he expects from me. And I'll just try and do exactly what I can for this club and this team. We all know that it's a club in transition. We've got a lot of young lads at the club who are doing fantastic for what they are doing for this football club, and I'm glad to be part of that.
Happy memories, but it's about looking forward now, and you can use your experience in a positive way for both your own career and Aston Villa Football Club now.
Well, it's a massive opportunity for me. As I said, I was in the Championship last week, sitting on the bench, and now I've been flung back to the Premier League with a club like Villa, and it's up to me to now go and show everyone that I can get that success that I had last season in the Premier League with Norwich and bring it to Villa. And I'm sure with the lads and the players that he's got around here that it can only enhance me as a person and a player.
We've been in the squad, Holt, and the Holt was a no-brainer. That was a no-brainer for me to go and do it. And it was 3 years of. It was fantastic at Norwich for 3 years, and quite rightly, I'm pretty sure the Norwich fans will hold him in great esteem for what he'd done for the football club. It was fantastic for us. Fantastic running about the place, just a big character, and we never really had to outlay anything to really get him. So I know what I'm going to get. I know what he can give. Well, they've got a chance. There's no two ways about it. Brendan, who I got on really well with, and we've had some really good battles when Brendan was at Swansea, and when Norwich get promoted to the Championship, with some really good games there, and obviously coming here with some really good games. He's a really good guy, and he's done great at Swansea and enhanced Liverpool again. But Liverpool, you're right, in my era were dominating everything with Kenny and that. And whether they can win it, I don't know, but they're certainly in with a shout, that's for sure.
I always start to wonder that. I think you always wonder if you're going to get back up to that level. I always hoped it'd be with Wigan. And as I said, if they keep going the way they are in the Championship, that looks like they might be the case anyway. So, but yeah, I think so. You always kind of one eye on there. But like I said before, I never thought I'd be in the Premier League when I'd signed for Norwich 3 years ago, and look what happened there. So I think there's always chapters that you think, yeah, maybe. And as I said, that just the thing with the way this move came about, that just sums my career up in a T. The way where you don't think you're going to do that, you drop down, you get back up, and that's just the way it is. And I'm happy it's come. I think it's been difficult because, as I said, I don't want to keep harping back on the injury, but it's probably one of the longest I've had, and it's kind of hampered my season in a way. But it's been difficult in that sense that obviously with all the change, I've never been in a club where changes happen so much, and I think that's been the thing that's kind of curtailed it a little bit. But as I said, I've got a great chance now to go out and show me football. I think so, yeah. As I said, I don't know what's happening yet. I said that'll be up to the manager to decide what he wants to do. But as I said, whatever happens, I think everyone knows that when I'm on the football pitch, I'll give me all to try and win the game, and there'll be no different no matter when it is. I think that's what he's trying to get. I think what we had at Norwich is we had a bunch of lads who it brought in from different places who had that desire. One thing we did have was an unbelievable group of players that everyone got on with each other. Everyone wanted to win for each other. Everyone wanted to drive for each other, and I think that's what he got. And I think they instilled a belief in us that no matter who you were playing, if you look at the Champions season, no one dreamed we'd be anywhere near it. And to be honest, we should have won the league. It was only a little wobble in between where we didn't. And I think that's what he's trying to instill here. I think he's trying to do it the right way, as I said before, about going out and spending big money. It's a case of getting the right players in, doing it the right way, and building towards that bigger goal. I'm sure that he can do that. I'm sure that if everyone looking from the outside looks at what he's trying to do as a club, not just a manager but as a football club, then it's fantastic for this football club.
Magat oldukça heyecanlı. O'Brighton orta geldi. Grant Holt 1-1. Tecrübeli golcü beraberliği getiriyor Aston Villa'ya. Grant Holt yüksek toplarda çok etkili bir isim Holt. Boş kalıyor. O da ağları böyle buluyor. Skorda denge var.
Aston Villa 1, Fulham 2. Richardson and Rodallega for the men from Craven Cottage. Grant Holt got his first for the Claret and Blue. It wasn't enough. Tony, a hugely disappointing, frustrating and painful afternoon.
Well, I think all you got to do, Jack, is just look at the Fulham supporters behind you. You know, obviously you can't, but you can hear them. It meant so much to Fulham. Painful, Jack.
Well, Paul, not a lot happened in the first half. The second was a real roller coaster and a bitter pill to swallow at the end there.
No, it wasn't. It was too open, Jack. And but we cannot defend when the ball travels that distance and not touch tight in the penalty box. That's what happens. And disappointing to lose a game, a point with the injuries we've got. I think you've took it.
Well, Grant, great to see you on the score sheet, but that was really tough to take at the end.
Yeah, tough to swallow. 85th minute, had our chances. Same story really. Header goes over the bar. I think it's a penalty on Andy, but he hasn't give it, and they got the other end, and a goal that we had our chances. We probably had 3 or 4 occasions where we could have got the danger away, and it's inevitably came from our attack. So we're disappointed. We're hurting in there. We're disappointed in the manner that we've thinked. I've said we could have learned our lesson with Holt when he's rounded us, but we rode the storm. Matty Latton done well to get back, and we're just disappointed. And we just need to get away now, get ourselves sorted and get ready for next week.
Well, another disappointing afternoon, I'm afraid, here at the Liberty Stadium. Swansea 4, Aston Villa 1. 2 for Boney, Hernandez, and a spectacular strike from John Joe Shelvey. Gabby Abondahor made it 1-1, and at that point, Ken, it looked like Villa could push on and even get a win, but it all went wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like we were well in the game, and then, you know, we gave it away.
Grant, a really tough day for you. What's the overall mood in the dressing room there?
Annoyed, disappointed. Disappointed that the man at the end, I didn't think it was a 4-1, which makes it look a lot worse than it was. Thought we performed well in the first half. Disappointed to be 2-1 down. As I said, when you're 2-1 down, we knew we needed a goal. We came out, we tried to get that, and we got sucker punched. And after that, to be fair to them, they kept the ball, they moved it. The pressure was off them a little bit, and we just couldn't get the goals.